Emma, over you.
Right, Kennedy, just a statement on the game to start, please.
Look, I think Sami and I were just discussing then, was a good win, potentially could have been a great win, but I'd rather be taking away lessons from a win than taking lessons from a loss.
Same.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of really, really good things, and I think we talked about not playing the scoreboard, and thought we did a good job of that for the third quarter, but I think, we definitely became vulnerable to that fourth quarter, and I think we took our foot off the pedal, off the gas, however you say it, and they're a good team with good players, so no surprise that they were able to take advantage of that. Pleased with how we at least were able to close the game, but yeah, lots of things we can learn from this game.
And obviously a short turnaround with a bit of travel in between, what does it mean? You've seen the young kids step up for a couple games in a row now. How pleasing is that for you to be able to know you can rely on those kids?
Yeah, look, I think for us, the depth we've spoken about, I think a lot of coaches, I've certainly spoken about it previously, but just not actually playing, and we've kind of committed to getting that done, and probably really important because we're asking some of our key players to play big minutes in a lot of games, so giving them opportunity early in the season is really important. I think all the kids are doing an outstanding job, and again, I know obviously, our first half today was probably exemplary as far as what basketball can be with this group. Our second half, again, as Sami said, we kind of took our foot off the pedal, fell asleep at the wheel, and just need to be better at doing little things. The smaller details escaped us in the second half, not boxing out, not finishing plays, not communicating as well as we could versus the first half. But, again, we don't rate success on scoring, but again, I think what makes this group really fun is we get a kid out for a rookie who's just been elevated this week out on the floor, and their teammates are working super hard to try and find them open looks. I think that probably shows the type of character and group that we have here. And again, from my perspective, just consistency. That's what we're going to continue to try and find throughout the season.
And then Sami, 3 games in a row now, you've shot the ball really well. You're obviously in a pretty good form at the moment. What is it about this group that's kind of getting the best out of you at the moment?
I think we're just really unselfish and we try to play the right way. We're always trying to find each other. And so I'm getting, I think, pretty good open looks, honestly, which makes it easier to knock down. But yeah, I think it's just been a really fun brand of basketball so far.
Anything from you, Sam?
Well, Kenny, you got a game on Wednesday night. How do you prepare for that game against the Sydney Flames?
Yeah, no, really, really good question. I think for us, Sydney obviously coming off that game against Southside, so certainly I know Coach Guy really well, worked with him both in the WNBL and with the New Zealand Nationals, and I'm sure that he'll be putting a lot of work into turning that result around. From our perspective, we'll prepare the same way. Scout, our preparation, our own training. Recovery probably first and foremost will be the most important part, particularly after 2 heavy games this week. Again, so from our perspective, business as per usual.
And then on Saturday, next Saturday, you've got a big game against Townsville.
Yeah, look, both these 2 games coming up are huge games for us, and again, not taking anything away from the group that's been playing and training their backsides off for the last 3 games. To come out first 3 games of the season with 3 wins is amazing. We still also have 2 exceptional players to add to this group. So, from our perspective, it's great while we've got the opportunity to keep plugging in minutes into our young kids and finding chemistry with the group we've got. Our best is still a long way ahead of us, I think.
Very good. Good.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Super. Thank